Hello students, in today's practical we will be studying about the calculation of percentage of pollen germination. So this experiment it is very important as it is there for question number 1 in the final practical examination. So let us move on with the aim of this experiment. So the aim to calculate the percentage of pollen germination. Now, the principle. In nature, the pollen grains germinate on the compatible stigmas of a carpel. They can also be induced to germinate in a synthetic medium. During germination, the intestine grows out as a pollen tube through one of the germ pore in the egg sac. So the stigma surface, okay, it usually provides certain nutrients. The nutrients which is required for the pollens to produce a pollen tube are the calcium, the boron, and the sucrose solution, or you can say the sucrose. So if that is not there, then definitely we can alternatively give 10% of sucrose solution. So that is what is considered as a synthetic medium. For calculation of pollen germination, the flowers we require is the vinca flower, which is also known as Vinca rhodsia or Acanthus rhodsia. So commonly called as a periwinkle or Sadafuli. So they come with different terminologies. So whenever you select this flower, it's better that you select the flowers which are old enough, because we are going to determine the pollen viability, or you can say pollen germination. So that means if the pollen has to germinate, then that means it should have been matured enough. Okay, so you will get the mature pollens in the flowers which has already bloomed enough. Okay, the flowers which are already old enough. Okay, so these are the flowers. Next is the distilled water which we require. Now for the nutrients, the calcium, the boron, and sucrose, these are the three nutrients which is required, but alternatively 10% sucrose solution. Okay, that means a 10% of sugar solution which has been made, that can be utilized. Okay, a dropper to use it. Then a needle. Okay, so it will be helpful for transfer of the pollens, or the alternative you can use as the brush. Then we require the petri dish which is moisture laden. So inside I have been added the blotting paper, so and it has been moist enough. Okay, and the most important of all is a cavity slide. Okay, so this is a cavity slide. Why it is called as cavity slide? Because it has a depression in between. Okay, if you observe, this slide is going to have a cavity. A depression is going to be created. So this slide is very important for this experiment. So moving on to the procedure part. For the procedure, take a cavity slide. With a dropper, add 1 drop of sugar solution into the cavity of the slide. Now select the old flower. Select the old vinca flower. So this vinca flower, you need to grab it like this. Okay, you grab like this and you just pinch off. You just stir it up. Okay, so here you are going to get the anther lobes. Okay, make sure you do not add the anther lobes into it. You just have to take a brush. Okay, and you just have to dust the pollens. You just have to take the pollens and you are going to dust it on a solution, okay, which you have added into a cavity. So these pollens now have been dusted. Now with the help of a clean cover slip, place it on a slide without creating any air bubble. So the cavity, if the solution is less, then definitely there will be air bubble. It's okay, don't worry. But make sure it does not get spread. Okay. Now I am going to transfer this into a petri dish containing which is moistened leather, and I will keep it for 15 minutes. So why we are going to keep it for 15 minutes? Because that cold temperature will allow the pollens to germinate, okay, using that nutrient, that is the sucrose nutrient. Okay. So students, after 15 minutes you can observe that some of the pollens, they have been produced the pollen tube. Okay. So this pollen tube, they emerge out of the germ pore of the exine. For tabulation, the first column will be the observations, that is the number of readings which has to be taken. Second column is the total number of pollens counted in a microscopic field. So it is abbreviated as capital N. In the third column, the total number of pollens germinated under the same microscopic field. Okay, so that is abbreviated as small n. Okay, so let's say for example, in a microscopic field, if you observe the total number of pollens to be 25, within this 25 only, you are supposed to count the number of pollens which have been germinated, and that has been counted to be a 17. Okay. Now the percentage of pollen germination, it is small n divided by capital N into 100. So that means it should be like 17 divided by 25 into 100. So that is going to give you certain percentage. Okay, so that will be the percentage of pollen germination. But since I have taken the 3 readings, I have added them, divided it by 3. So that means I have taken an average of it. So these are the readings which I got, and I have found the percentage of pollen germination. Next result, the percentage and time taken for the pollen germination, it always varies from plant species to species.